welcome to this mini edition of Forever Wild. We are at the backside woods area right behind North Myrtle Beach High School. It's very interesting habitat. It's a mixed bottomland hardwood and pine, mostly pine forest here right in this area. It's a beautiful habitat. We're standing here with Brooke Smith. She is a biology science teacher from North Myrtle Beach High School. Brooke, can you explain a couple of things that the kids have been able to see and do out here with this land ecology survey we have going on?
Absolutely. They've had an opportunity to come out here and preview the land that's behind our high school. They've had a chance to look at some soil samples to see what exactly is below our ground, been able to go out here and take a look at some of the ecology of the creek and the small waterways that we have back here. Also been able to just interact with the environment, which has been really great for them to get out of the classroom.
So to get out of the four-wall classroom and get out into nature. Nature is the best teacher and the best classroom, and there is. So what we're going to do is we're going to give an opportunity for the audience to see exactly what the kids have been able to see from the land and as far as a fauna and flora perspective, an animal and plant perspective. It's going to be a very interesting video. We hope you come along. Thank you. Feeling is crushed up coral and rock, limestone parent material that was once under the ocean. If you were to go down, say 50 to 100 feet below your feet, you would actually be on top of ancient coral reefs in much of this county. So if you guys go out on like Highway 31 or you see some of these giant strip mines that have these big piles of this stuff, this is what they call coquina. Now, coquina is the bed material for the roads around here. Also, it's in a lot of building and construction material. So it's pretty neat stuff. It's got a lot of calcium in it. You can actually see little pieces of ancient coral, little bits of seashells and whatnot in there. You could be as much as 50 to 100 feet below sea level 10 to 15,000 years ago where you're standing right here. So people don't realize that we were once under the ocean. And if things shift with things like our climate and other things, we could be under the ocean again, very simply. So this area is a dynamic system that you live in. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be studying from the inside of the earth. Now, we can't dig down that far, so we're just going to show you this. And we're going to work our way back up. So let's go do a couple of soil samples, and then we'll do some grab samples in nature with the plants and stuff. Let's do that. Come on, guys. Stick is out and over, so an animal obviously came through here last night and hit the stick, or a human came by and disturbed the stick, but I believe it was an animal.
I don't think it was a human.
Bigfoot.
Look at here.
Toe.
That looks like a bear track.
What?
Yes, that looks like a bear track. You see the front paw, how it bends in. See the big toe, big toe, big toe. This is licked off the stick. That looks like a black bear track. That's exactly what that looks like. Because what you've got is one here and you've got one here. Okay. Yeah, you're loaded with black bear all over Horry County. So that looks like one. It may not be one, but it's definitely. We found one on the back of Loris High School's property, and it may not be one.
Right here.
It may not be one, but whatever it is here and here.
You'd think
It could be a dog too. It could actually be a dog print because it went in and went out. But these look like very large toes to me. See that one? See how big it is? 1, 2, 3. And I don't know why you're not seeing a fourth out here, but you definitely. It may be 2 paw prints on top of each other. This is another pad. You see the pad here going that direction? See the pad going that direction? That indicates almost like a dog species of some type. We also have a lot of coyote that move in the county. They're all over the place. Okay, look here. This almost looks like a raccoon. So you've had multiple things. It could be a raccoon back foot that turn both directions because there's toe pads here and here. Okay, that may not be bear. Okay, at first indication it looked like bear because of 1, 2, 3. But look, you've had multiple mammals, possible large mammal, definitely medium-sized mammals moving through. One here, there's that right there, that's a small print right there. Looks like a fox going that direction. So you've got several different kind of mammals that were brought into this area. It's pretty neat. So we're going to take some photographs of that pretty close. You guys can use your venues, okay? Yeah, I've done a lot of wildlife biology stuff too, so. Okay, multiple mammal sightings. Unless you're really looking for tracks and you don't really see them when you first look at them, like, oh, nothing came here. But you can distinctly see that's the internal pad of a mammal going that direction. You see it right there? See that? See that line? Is there anybody here having trouble with it that wants to see closer to it? You can come down here close and take a look. Yeah, definitely dog. It's either dog or coyote, and I don't know if it's either one or the other. It doesn't look quite as big as most coyotes you'd see. That looks more like a domestic dog. And it was tracking something. Let's see where he's going with it. He's going boom, boom, boom. This, look at here. See that one? Very distinct. It's got a little thumbprint beside it. See the thumb right there? That's raccoon. That's a raccoon going that direction. Both paws are here. That's dog going this way. What else do we have? You see any real small stuff? Look at here. That's almost like a fox. You see the little toes are out? That's a fox crossing here. Fox.
I think that's a deer.
Let's see. What do we have?
A deer's got the little two hooves.
Deers look like a triangle like that, almost like
see it in triangle
a
looking thing.
2-point triangle.
Right there.
Deer, straight out.
Yeah. I see
Let's
a
go down this
raccoon
track.
one.
Let's go down here and see if we see some more tracks. There's probably some big stuff.
This is probably a watering hole.
We're going to do a little soil sample here. We're going to show you some stuff. Who's got the other little blue box? We've got 2 blue boxes out
I
here.
sent them right there. On the,
Okay, and one of them has got
One
a
of y'all
little,
grab 'em,
little
please?
silver pipe. I just need the little silver pipe that has a T-handle on it. I wanna
that'd
show
be
you some
something right
stuff.
there.
What's that?
Yeah, he saw that one already.
Oh, I didn't.
That's really neat. Yeah, it's either fox, or dog, or coyote. It's definitely got toe pads and it's moving that direction. Okay, that's a canid of some species. That, I don't know. Maybe they were just meeting here and moved around backwards, but definitely with those big, looks like big tall prints, either something's coming flipped.
Are you able to take like saliva or something like that and to figure out if it's like a fox or a raccoon?
See where it's licked the end of that? Yeah, it's actually, you see its teeth marks on it where it came in last night. So this stuff works. It's very simple techniques. It's a lot very similar to what DNR would use to attract animals, but they don't use peanut butter. They use scent tabs. Okay. So what they do is they go down country roads about every half mile, and they'll go off. They'll dig a meter by meter into the subsoil layer here, and they'll basically have it right real soft duff like that, and they'll go in and they'll take pictures of things, and they'll survey what the mammal distribution is in the area. It's pretty neat. All right, so if you want to do soil sampling, these is a small soil auger, okay? The large soil auger are the ones that you have with the T-handles on them, and they basically work the same way, they're just bigger. What you're going to do is you're going to place them into the top layer of soil. I like to kind of get the leaf litter out of the way. If you're thinking about the ecology of an area like this is a forest that obviously is like a layer cake. All forests are. You have a canopy layer here that's predominantly pine. That's probably a loblolly or slash pine. We'll have to take it out and see what it is. And as you come down below that, you have an understory. It looks to me like you've got an understory of what looks like red oaks and some white oaks growing through here. And then as you get down below the understory, you also have some of the bay species here. That's like red bay. So we know it's probably some good water in the soil here. We know that just from the hydrology and seeing the different plants. Okay, as you go below that, you've got a lot of shrub layer here, okay? Under your bays, you're seeing a lot of short things like inkberry. You've got a lot of vines here, substory vines. These things, that's yellow jasmine, our state flower. They've got a lot of leaf litter here that can indicate what's there too. But as you can see, predominantly pine forest. Obviously, it's been man-made. Somebody's come in here and they've cut this out probably 50 years ago. We averaged the tree ages here, probably about, you see about a 40 or 50-year-old stand is what it looks like. So we're gonna come here, we'll dig down. We're gonna go through what's called the duff layer. The duff layer is when you run out of stuff that you can identify as being organic material. Okay, that's the duff layer right at the edge of the organic material, being able to know what that is. It just looks like dirt now. You twist it in and you'll do what's called horizons. Okay, soil horizons are very unique. That takes a lot of pressure to do it on this little auger, but that big one gives you a lot of force. You can kind of get your body weight on it. You can get 2 people on it too if you have to. Be careful, soil sampling equipment's pretty expensive. Gotta take care of it. Okay, so we're gonna pull that straight up and out. Take the plug out. Then what you have in your soil sample, you take your finger and kind of dig along the bottom here. I like to kind of stick my finger in if I can get it to work. Break that loose. Okay. It's not gonna want to, it's harder than rock. All right, it's got a lot of soil compaction in here. We're gonna pull it up and out. You can see a color change. It's turned from gray to definitely a dark black humus layer here. See that? Okay. As you go up, that's what you call the A horizon. Okay. Your O horizon is organic layer. Your A horizon starts above your organic layer right there. Then as it goes through the A horizon, it goes into your E horizon or alluvial layer. Alluvial layer means it leaches the minerals and nutrients out. You see it changing to lighter color there. It's a pretty deep topsoil here you have here. If I wanted to plant a crop here, you could come in here and basically there's a couple of hundred years of topsoil sitting right there, and that would be good organic material to use to plant. Now, how do you tell if it's sand, silt, or clay? Let's say at the top of this soil, we'll do what's called the crush and drop test. Watch this, okay? Crush it down. Kind of moisten it. If you have to spit on it, it's fine. If not, it's moist enough today. It's been raining recently, so it's pretty moist. Okay, if I bounce that ball, hey, that's starting to stick together pretty good. That's not coming apart, okay? That's gonna tell me that's got some clay in it. That's a loam, okay? A sand, silt, clay mix is called a loam. That's a loamy soil. So I know that's not predominantly any one type. Now, if I wanted to make a ribbon out of it, I would try to roll it. It just comes apart in my hand. That tells me, hey, 2 things. That's probably got a lot of big structure to it. That's got a lot of big particles. That's mostly sand. If I take my hand and listen to the soil, You hear it? Hear that? That grit in it? That means it's got a lot of percentage of sand in that. Okay, so this is a very sandy soil. What can that tell me about the history of the area? If we were underwater, under the ocean at one time, why do you think we have all this sand deposited here? You ever been out on the sand dunes? You're standing on one. You're standing on either an ancient sand dune or an ancient marsh. That's what you're standing on. Now, that 10,000 years ago, this could have been one or the other, okay? So it hadn't been that long geologically ago, this was underwater. So if you look at this end, we'll do the same test. They make a little ball. Doesn't make a ball, it kind of crushes out. It's got a lot of sand in it still. It's real loamy, sticking together pretty good, still got a little bit of clay in it. Sand is gritty, silt is greasy feeling, so that's got some silt in it. And clay is very sticky like wet Play-Doh. So that's predominantly sandy loam. It's got a slant, it's got a little bit of silt clay, but not much. That's probably got at least 80% sand in it right there. Now, as you go deeper, what do you expect to find? Larger particles or smaller particles? What would you expect to find and why? Think about water. Think about water, what water does. It percolates through the soil, and water can carry, is it easier to carry a lighter substance or a heavier substance? Okay, lighter. So what do you think is going to be carried more by the rain? The lighter substance. Can it be pushed through the soil? So would you expect to see more clay at depth or more sand at depth? Clay. Okay, your hypothesis is clay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your augers, and you all are going to dig some sample holes about 3 feet deep, and you're going to see what the different horizon layers look like, and we're going to identify those.
That's good. Manhandle it. It's not going down any though. Right.
We get back down here, you guys. Twist it. Let's go. 2 more. You put the lightest grip
From the bottom to top. That's what I do. I go from bottom to top. Yeah, you can shake it.
Probably go either way.
That's okay if you break it up. It's fine, as long as you got the right color.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be solid. We can just crush
Yeah, you can bust it. You can bust it out as long as you got a good sample there. You're fine.
You could probably just do it.
Usually. So, and when you get clay, it really gets tough to get out. So that's still real sand stuff too.
Yeah, it looks shiny. That's down here. Yeah, go ahead. It's all sandy. Oh, yeah.
Try like. If we look, you need to push it down more. It won't be.
What do you doing?
We gotta get 2 more samples.
Oh. Deeper?
Yep.
Oh, it's moving now.
Is it a lot easier down there?
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah, how about we step on it besides?
Oh, that's
Good. Okay. My name is Haley Jones, and we've been digging holes with that thing,
Soil auger.
soil auger. And first we started out with this topsoil right here. Let me move that leaf for you. Right there, the brown. And it goes down to the sandier soil right here.
That's an A horizon. A horizon. And you come down in here, you've got a huge B horizon. So you've got an organic on top. You got your A transition zone here between the two.
It looks kind of grayish. And then we come down to some brown soil. This is clay. Yeah.
sand mix.
Clay
Clay,
and
sand
sand
mix.
mix.
And that's a
This
loam.
is a little clay and sand mix, but it goes down to more clay. And then it's just clay.
That's still a sandy loam. So what I'm going to say is that soil has been disturbed. That soil has been disturbed. It's not actually clay yet. It should be clay where they were digging, but it's not. As you go deeper, you'll get more and more clay material. That's also starting to almost make a little bit of a hot dog there. You know why the clay
And here's
is
some
at the
clay
bottom
down
and not
here.
at the top?
It's heavier.
Okay, it's actually smaller particles. It fits between,
Oh.
it washes down between the pores. It's actually, she's exactly right. It is lighter, it's very small, but mashes between the pores. It's kind of
Good job.
It would make sense. You would see why I think it's heavy though, you
Right,
know.
because heavy things sink. Exactly.
right.
Sometimes
Density,
the soil
good.
porosity is a little bit different. There you go. Glad you learned something.
Yeah. I was hoping we hit some water, but that didn't seem to happen.
That's all right. Down there they did. Either the 100-foot, either one of these is a 100-foot tape. This is a steel tape. This is a fiberglass tape. These are what they call survey tapes. Okay. What you do? I'm going to use this steel tape this time. I need a compass. Who's got a compass? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to take a compass. We're going to put our back to the tree. We would mark it with a survey flag. You see, there's extra flags there. Put a survey flag in the ground. take it easy on that tree, man. All right. Turn the marker around like we did in the building up there. Turn it around. Looks like we are at 200 and, ooh, well, not quite it. Looks like that flag in front of us now is at 240. 240 degrees, that's an azimuth shooting straight through the woods. What you would do is you would pick a tree at distance that was at 240. That would be that curvy tree out there. Young man, come here, I'll get you to help us out. You would stand your back here. He would carry the tape. He carries the tape out. We would go 100, in this case 100 feet. We're gonna pull it straight through, right beside that tree. And you would lay survey marker lines right down the line. Okay, now stop right there. We're not gonna pull the whole tape. We've got 2 lines already set out here from last class. So what we're gonna do is skip this and we're gonna do what's called quadrats, okay? And roll, okay, you roll it back up for us, you can put that tape back, all right? That's how you run a survey line. Your class is gonna do this, okay? The next step in the survey lines is pretty simple. You're gonna take what's called a quadrat, which we had in the building right there. You're gonna go wherever there's a survey flag, okay? We want you to measure the survey flag, and we want you to take that survey flag, and we want you to put it on the edge. Come on around here so you can see. On one side or the other, but not both, okay? Always keep it on the same side when you're doing your survey. Stay engaged. All right, come on over. All right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna be identifying and getting samples using these Ziploc bags, which are over there. You're gonna do a grab sample. If you see a different leaf, you're gonna pick it up and put it in a bag. If you have a living tree like here, a living plant, we're gonna help you identify those. You can also take a photo sample. Take a picture of that before you disturb it, okay? You wanna get samples of what's in the area, living and non-living. The only thing you don't pick up, obviously, is a snake, spider, or centipede. Any of those is gonna be a venomous creature, and we do not pick those up. So what do? Lay it on the corner of the flag, make sure it's on this side of the flag, away from the building, okay? Then we're gonna take on the left side of each flag. If that was a line, it'd be on the left side. All right, everybody understand what we're doing? All right, it goes over, you pretty much identify, all right? First of all, you identify your main marker, which is here, okay? This would be your loblolly pine. On leaf snap, take a GPS point, then you identify what's in here, okay? White oak, yellow jasmine, okay, loblolly pine, all kinds of different things. You name it, they got it. So that's what we're gonna do, okay?
Wait, what is this?
I don't know what this is.
I think that's tree bark. Tree bark.
So you got a loblolly pine. The loblolly pine tree as your main marker.
Ooh.
Where your flag is.
I like deteriorated. No, that's, yeah, it's deteriorated.
It's a lot of weight.
A little bit. That plant. I need to Google most of these plants anyways. There's a little bit of tree. Look at this tree right here.
Well, nobody told y'all to follow us.
Got this one. I just pulled out a whole group. What happens after this?
We're going to take them back and we're going to use the iNaturalist app or the Leaf Snap app, and we're going to try to identify what they are.
Do I need to get any more samples? What about the decaying leaves? Look, I'm using good vocabulary. What about the decaying leaves?
No, you don't need any of the decaying leaves.
What about the pine stuff?
Okay. Thank you for watching this little mini edition of Forever Wild. We really appreciate you looking and learning about the outdoors and nature. Nature is all about conservation, and conservation is all about taking care of the environment. Do what you can to take care of this earth. Have fun. Get outside with kids and explore. Enjoy your world. From Playcard Environmental Education Center on site at North Myrtle Beach High School. I'm Ben Abercrombie. We were out here with Brooke Smith's class in biology, having a ball, learning about hands-on land ecology.